I like to jam. I like to play my guitar. I like to shoot 'em up. Come on, baby. I like to play my assault weapon guitar, 'cause I am an independent free man. All right.
Your guitar's in the other room.
Oh, no, this is my guitar right here. I got it all tuned up, ready to go. I'm cocked, locked, and ready to rock the Glock around the clock, Doc. Hi, my name is Ted Nugent, and this is my zookeeper. I'm her animal.
Okay.
It's almost feeding time, so we better get this over with.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, guys, thanks so much for joining us.
This
is the Ted and Shemane Show.
Oh, it's the Shemane and Ted Show.
Actually, I have a really serious question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Because a lot of people have been asking me, and there's some gray area. So just pretend.
There really isn't any gray area.
There isn't.
People think there's gray area.
Just pretend
Hallelujah.
that somebody doesn't know actually what an assault weapon is. I want to show you some examples, and you tell me if it's an assault weapon. Okay, so first of all, this is a nice
flashlight.
Yeah, but look at the end of that.
Ooh, the flashlight. So if I assaulted you with this, if I was so rotten and soulless and inclined to do evil things, hey, it's an assault weapon. Wow, that's dangerous. Got to ban that.
What about this? Christy Proctor made me this beautiful pink
so
pillow.
That might be the most beautiful assault weapon I have ever seen, because lots of people are killed by evil people who have such evil running through their veins, and they have no soul. So they take pillows and suffocate people. So yes, this beautiful pink thing is an assault weapon. It's an assault weapon. Ban that.
I know you don't like trinkets and things. But this is a little paperweight on my desk.
Ooh,
is that an assault weapon?
Ooh, it's got fiber.
It's gold.
It has heft, and it's beautiful. Except if I wanted to dispatch a rabid dog, I could actually use this to assault the rabid dog, and assault him. So if someone was evil and they picked this up and they assaulted you with it, it's an assault weapon. It's a high capacity pedaled.
Because there's a lot of pedals on there, so that would be high capacity.
There's a high capacity trinket assault weapon. This is an assault weapon if someone is inclined to assault you.
Okay. What do you think about? These are beautiful. I think beautiful Valentino shoes. Don't smell in there. Stop it. But you've seen me kick.
She's actually assaulted me with these before. They were on her feet.
Yes.
But it was part of the assault.
Yes.
Yes. Are you kidding me? This, by all means, and let's get serious for a moment. Yes, if you assaulted someone with this, if you were so rotten and criminally inclined to assault someone, and it has actually happened in the past that people have been assaulted with such weaponry. So let's get really serious for just a moment. Actually, we're serious a lot of the moments every day. Assault is not the description of a tool. Assault is an act that only a human being can perpetrate. If you are inclined to assault someone, which is a violent act, self-defense is very different than assault. Assault is an aggressive criminal behavior. Regardless of tools, weapons, bricks, pipes, fists. And here's the bottom line. We're going to get to a good tool here in a moment. But this isn't the Ted Nugent presumption show. I am merely echoing the research that I've done with the FBI Uniform Crime Report, and every university and every crime study ever in the history of man, that more people are killed every year in America by fists, by this assault weapon, than all rifles combined, including what people lie to you about and tell you is an assault rifle. It's no more an assault rifle than this is an assault pillow, or that those are assault shoes. And please, everyone take a deep breath. And I know many of you already know this because many people are already smart. Many people have done their research and they know that assault is conduct. It's not the adjective describing a tool or a weapon. You've got to tell your friends that if you truly wanted to save people's lives, Why would you go after rifles? All rifles, lever action pumps, semi-automatics, AR-15s, every imaginable rifle in North America injures and kills fewer people every year than fists, pipes, bricks,
cars,
baseball bats, and certainly cars. People have
yeah.
intentionally assaulted people with cars.
Yep.
So we got to get down and dirty with this, because the people who want to control your access to self-defense tools are only out to control you. History is...
It's repeating itself, but we're not going to let it go there.
No, we like, this is Shemane's
This is mine.
pink self-defense rifle.
Yes. Yes. So I thank you, because I wanted to clear that up. A lot of people were asking me about that. Could you do something about the Second Amendment, about what really is an assault weapon? And what they've done is it's like that movie. I always refer to this, Wag the Dog. They're wagging the tail of the dog, so to speak. And they're talking about something that sounds devastating, like assault. But
weapon.
Really, it has nothing to do with the guns. You said, well, we've gone into this in a lot of great detail, but I just wanted to let people know from the master.
Well, and again, if you study the mass shootings, let me give you a couple other statistics. These aren't Ted Nugent hunches. I'm not offering any guesswork here. When I was growing up, you could go to Montgomery Ward's and buy a machine gun. I'd like a crescent wrench, 3 of those fan belts, and give me a Thompson submachine gun and 4 magazines. So when I was growing up, you had unlimited access to unlimited firepower. Do you know what that means? You could get any gun you wanted, anytime, anywhere, no regulations. 0 mass shootings, 0 school shootings, while the tradition all across America was that grade schoolers and high schools during the hunting season would bring their rifles and shotguns to school with them. 0 school shootings. So it's not about tools. It's not about, here's one, it's not about hardware. It's about heartware.
Yes.
Our culture has discouraged heart and soul responsibility and individual accountability. And in the absence of that loving responsibility of disciplining young people to always value life, be respectful, be conscientious, be law-abiding, while that has been chipped away and diminished, mass shootings, carjackings. When I was growing up, no such word as carjacking. No such word. Never happened. With unlimited access to unlimited firepower. But we had mental wards. We had what is depicted in The Cuckoo's Nest, even though it was a crime, the abuses at that particular institution. But we put dangerous and mentally deficient people in a controlled environment so that they couldn't assault you with a knife or a brick or a car or a tree limb or a deer rifle. So we have to spread the word that all these crimes have been committed while there are tens of thousands of gun control laws on the books. Who in their right mind, that is not on some mind-altering chemical, who doesn't know that it's an individual choice? That if someone is going to be nasty and kill and rob and carjack and rape and murder, do you think that another gun law is going to stop it? Meanwhile, Chicago, LA, Philadelphia, New York, New Jersey, they're not enforcing the thousands of gun laws that exist. New York City, a guy was caught with a gun, felony 6 times. Let him out. What do you think he did?
The guys at Columbine already broke 22 laws. Would that 23rd law, would they have gone, oh, well, you got me now.
Yeah.
That one, yeah, well, I'm going to turn my gun in for that.
Any attempt at more gun control laws is to control good people. And they know that. Bad people will ignore all new gun laws because they're currently ignoring all the current gun laws. And let me tell you, in Mexico, citizens are not allowed to own a gun. Since Shemane and I sat down In Mexico, people have shot each other a dozen times. It happens every few minutes in Mexico, but there's no one's allowed to own a gun, but they get guns. Remember in Paris, France, when they attacked that concert with Kalashnikov machine guns? You don't think there might be a few laws in Paris, France against access to Kalashnikov AK-47s, do you? Bad guys will find a way, and laws will increasingly disarm innocent people, which renders us helpless against savages who could care less about the laws that you and I abide by. So the anti-gunners have their dream. The anti-gunners, Gavin Newsom, Mario Cuomo, all the Cuomos.
All the Cuomos.
De Blasio, Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden, they all have their dream. All across this country, they have a dream. It's called gun-free zones. That's the anti-gunner's dream. And guess what? The most innocent lives are always lost in gun-free zones. What kind of devil knows that innocent lives are always slaughtered in gun-free zones, and then they want more gun-free zones? What does that tell you?
It tells me that if you take guns away from the good people, only the bad guys will have guns. Lori Hendricks says David used a slingshot. If you guys have any questions or comments for Uncle
so
Ted,
did I use a slingshot.
Please write in the comment section, because right now, Uncle Ted, we are broadcasting live on Facebook, on Periscope or Twitter, and also YouTube.
Wow.
So do you see all the comments coming out?
I see. I love you, Sanford. I love you, Paul and Clinton and Kevin and Bill and Jared and Donnie and Todd.
Yeah.
By the way, truth, logic, and common sense is ubiquitous. It really is everywhere. But the lunatic fringe, otherwise known as Democrats and Marxists and Antifa and Black Lives Matter, they are so dishonest. They want to burn down your cities and make sure that you don't have a gun to stop them. You know, the AR-15 was most visible during the Rodney King riots in South Central Los Angeles in 1992. We were there with the damn Yankees. And you know which part of that neighborhood did not burn to the ground? The Korean businesses, where the Korean business owners got on the roof with their AR-15s with 20 and 30 round magazines. That was a deterrent to the arsonists and the murderers and the rapists. So you have to decide, are you on the side of the arsonists, the murderers, and the rapists who dream of unarmed and helpless victims, or are you on the side of people that stop evil and save innocent lives? Because the AR-15 is the perfect self-defense weapon. And when a gang of Antifa and Black Lives Matter terrorists get done burning down the city and murdering the retired black policeman in St. Louis, when they're done with that and they're coming at your house by the hundreds, what do you want? A single shot? A double barrel? Do you want a 5-round shotgun? Or do you want an AR-15 with enough ammo to stop huge crowds of terrorists, murderers, and arsonists that are threatening your family's life? The AR-15 is the most popular firearm in the United States of America, and it's because it serves perfect purposes for training, law enforcement, self-defense, hunting. Yes, we don't use 30-round magazines to hunt, though I do when I kill pigs.
But okay, let's talk about that. That is one question, controversy. Why do you need a high-capacity magazine?
Why don't you?
Why do you need a car that has how many horsepower?
I have 1,000 horsepower.
Why do you need that? And how fast does it go?
There's
the speed limit's only 60, 70, maybe.
That's what they tell me.
So why do you need a car that goes faster than that?
You know, I've never heard, maybe someone can help me. See, I never went to college. I was really too busy learning stuff to go to college, learning important stuff, not to be brainwashed and to be fed lies and to make sure I'm not aware of history. So the things I've learned is there is a Bill of Rights that are based on self-evident truth and God-given individual rights. It's called the Bill of Rights, Did I miss something? Is there a bill of needs? I don't
Mm-hmm.
recall the bill of
No.
needs where as the free Americans stopped the punks and the gangsters of King George from raping their women and stealing their property and burning down their farms. When we stopped King George's punks, we decided to write down self-evident truths, that we could choose our own religion or none, that we could speak freely, that we had the right to assemble, and that we have the right of privacy in our own homes, and we have the right of freedom of the press so we can write stories and spotlight cockroaches and expose egregious criminal behavior by people who are abusing that power. And then the Second Amendment. The king doesn't have exclusive rights to keep and bear arms. We decided that we, the people, individual free men and women, we have the right to keep and bear arms too, so that any future King George jackbooted thugs that want to come and take our women and take our cattle and take our firewood and take our lives, that if they want to do that to us, we can keep and bear arms to stop them. Any questions?
And this is where,
any questions?
This is where it starts, and this is why gun owners won't allow just, okay, let's give them a little bit. Some people have
Give
said,
them
why
nothing.
can't you compromise?
No
Ted?
compromise.
Why not?
Because when you compromise, we've seen it happen across the country. Well, we need to ban Saturday night specials. They're easily concealable. So people of low income aren't allowed to buy an inexpensive handgun. And by the way, the language of banning Saturday night specials included 98% of all handguns ever manufactured. They're lying. Mr. Trudeau, the Marxist doper gangster up in Canada, the Prime Minister of Canada. That's what he is. He qualifies all those things. The guy that was in blackface, that guy. So Trudeau banned assault weapons. Guess what it includes? All goose guns except single shots and double barrels. All deer rifles except single shots and double barrels. They lie. They don't want to ban something. They want to disarm America. And here's a little Uncle Ted tech tip. Don't tread on me. I don't think so. Come and take it. And if you would like a personally autographed come and take it flag, or a personally autographed, is that the kid?
That's Sadie.
All right, Sadie, just a minute.
She's calling
or a personally
you.
autographed come and take it hat. I signed thousands of hats and flags. Come and take it. You can go to tednugent.com and wear your freak flag proudly. Come and take it. Hey, Beto O'Rourke, here I am. You said you're going to come and take my guns. Come on. Come and take it, Beto. Be sure your skateboard is supercharged, because you might need to beat a hasty retreat when you meet Uncle Ted, a defiant free American. If you want to play Concord Bridge, I'll be the Americans. You can be the British. How's that sound?
All right, you've got a date with another blonde, right?
I love you.
All right.
Sadie the lady. I love Sadie, and Sadie loves me, and I'm going to go kiss her right now. Yeah. Keep and bear arms. Keep means it's mine. You can't have it. Bear means I've got a couple on me right now. They're not in the truck. They're not in the safe. They're not locked up at the gun range. Bear means I've got them on me right now, and they're loaded. I'm a free man. God gave me the gift of life, precious gift of life. How dare I not be prepared to defend my gift of life so I can get home to Shemane and Sadie and my children, my grandchildren? How dare someone say, you will be unarmed and helpless? I decided.
And
Who is that guy?
I want to, from a women's perspective,
women's perspective.
I was never around guns or hunting or even rock and roll before I met Ted.
I fixed her.
So all of this was new to me. And I started carrying a weapon, those weapons. We had a death threat against our son. And I remember thinking, the mama bear came out on, okay, would you stop? The mama bear came out, and I thought, oh, hell no, that's not going to happen. I have a right, an obligation, a duty to protect myself and my family.
This is Shemane's self-defense rifle. And if they come by the dozens, she has more than just 5 or 6 rounds. She's cocked, locked, and ready to rock the Glock around the clock, Doc. How dare you be unarmed and helpless, especially when the people in charge of our government are releasing the most dangerous, violent felons into our neighborhoods every day.
And
they're defunding the police so they can't protect us. And then they're going to tell you, you can't defend yourself. This is planet of the cuckoo's nest. If you haven't got a gun, I feel sorry for you that you must think your life is not worth protecting. Be sure you're a member of the National Rifle Association, Gun Owners of America, and your state rifle and Second Amendment organization like the Texas State Rifle Association. We have got to stand up against those who want to, their intention is to turn us into unarmed, helpless victims. Don't let it happen. Plus, firearms discipline is fun. Shemane and I compete. We have a fun time at the range. We hunt.
I can't compete with him.
Well, she does actually. She's a great shot.
I'm okay.
So the bottom line is firearms discipline, marksmanship, and self-defense tactics. It's very empowering because without you're not empowered.
I call it the equalizer. There's no way that I add 108.
102.
Yeah, and no, not 102.
I nibbled the fat off her hips last night. Oh my God. Hey.
Okay, I lost my train of thought here.
I did.
What were we talking about? I call that the great equalizer. So one more question before you go, because you have a date with Sadie. So for women, especially for anybody who is just now waking up, and they want to go get a gun and they want to get ammo. I saw one of the comments, where do you get ammo anymore? And where do I go? What do I do? How do I get started?
We'd like to apologize if you can't find ammo, because I've got it all. Anyhow, we're not low on ammo, I promise you, or toilet paper, or firewood, or firepower, or venison, or fish. Yeah. Anyhow, my point is the Boy Scout mantra. Be prepared. You don't buy toilet paper when you run out. You don't go get a fire extinguisher when the fire starts. You don't buy a spare tire when you get a flat. You've got to accumulate ammunition. You got to get your favorite caliber. And for the first comers, you should get a revolver, a simple revolver, not a semi-automatic handgun, but a revolver, just a 38 special 357 Magnum that you can shoot lightweight 38 specials and learn the mechanics of that revolver. It's pleasant to shoot. There's very little recoil. Be sure you wear eye protection and hearing protection, but a revolver is the ultimate introductory weapon. And are you getting your revolver for me? No. But anyhow, with a revolver,
we gotta go.
All right, I got to go. I'm a revolver. I'm going to revolve over there and kiss Sadie. I love this
guys.
woman. I
love you guys.
as much
We'll
as
talk
I love
again
her.
Soon.
Live it up. I'm an assault weapon for freedom.